Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. First, I just have to put on some lip balm because these lips are dry, honey. So today we're going to be doing my makeup as I answer some questions that you guys left on my Instagram. You actually left these questions on my Instagram so long ago, but I'm just getting around to them because I really wanted to have a time to sit down and address the questions when I wasn't in a rush. I'm giving myself 1 hour to do my makeup, so honestly that's like more than enough time I need, but I like talk a lot, so I'm hoping it's going to be just enough time. Just moisturizing right now. This is a water-based moisturizer, which usually I need a thicker moisturizer because I have eczema and just dry skin in general on my face. But this one from Tatcha is so great, and I've used their other formula. This is their water-based formula, so it's all I have in front of me to moisturize. Right now, I'm getting ready to go to something actually so important to me. It's a Blank Street coffee event. If you guys don't know Blank Street, they have them in London, New York. I want to say Seattle, Washington, but I know for sure Boston. And I've actually been to all 3 locations, in London, New York, and Boston, because I live in New York, used to live in Boston. I've been to London last year, and actually London was my first time ever having Blank Street. Blank Street is just like one of my favorite coffee places ever, chain stores. I love their matcha so much. That's kind of what people go there for. And I'm just so excited to have been invited to this event, and plus I'm going with a friend that I had just met. So I've never actually hung out with her. I met her at an event, we talked, we comment under each other's posts, but this is like the first time we're gonna hang, and I'm really excited because, you know, it's always nice to have like friends in the industry. But yeah, I thought I would just answer. You guys asked me a lot of good questions, so I thought I would like get through those and just have some girl talk. I was actually supposed to wake up a lot earlier to answer these questions, but I was like, y'all, I am so tired. I am going to have to risk another hour of sleep just to answer these questions because I'm like, oh my goodness. But I'm really excited to talk to you guys. I love long form content so much. I don't like editing it, but I love making it for you guys because it's fun. It's actually a really cool way to connect. And plus with my YouTube girls, you guys, I feel so safe because not that many people follow this account. Like, we just hit 3,000 followers. Oh my God. Or 3,000 subs. Yeah, we just hit 3,000 subs. And especially with the future of TikTok right now, this is probably going to be posted when a decision is made, but as of right this second, lots of people think the app is going to leave. We're a day before the Supreme Court justices are not set, but predicted to make a decision. And honestly, I'll be sad if TikTok leaves. I'll be really effing sad because I just have built a community of girls that I needed in my life since I was young. I can't believe just like with the blink of an eye, the government can just be like, actually, no, we don't like this. We don't like this. We can deal with the school shootings. We can deal with the drugs. We can deal with the bullying. We can deal with the racism. We can deal with the discrimination in workplaces. We can deal with women being harassed by stalkers. We can deal with police officers gaining more resources, but not more training. But we actually cannot deal with TikTok, because we're talking about these things. And so it's not just about jokes, it's about what we're talking about. And I'm a little bit flattered that they care so much, but also like, leave me alone. I finally found a group of girls that believe everything I believe, and it's like, ugh. I'm just doing my brows with this Refi brow primer. Very cute, gets the brows right every time. Sometimes I fill them in, sometimes I don't. I think I'm going to, if I can find it. I'm gonna fill them in with this Milk Kush brow tint. It's like in this color brown. It's like this dark brown. And I just lightly go in and fill in sparse areas. Very cute. Like, I love how clean that is. I'm not even using anything to tie my hair back because my edges are done, and honestly, I'll be fine. All right, let's get into these questions. I actually have my tea as well. This is green tea with lemon and honey. I love my tea in matching pajamas. It is the perfect way to end my night and start my morning every single time. Also, you guys, I have a busted nail. Don't look at it too closely, which honestly, if I hadn't told you, you probably wouldn't even notice. And then we're gonna go in with my primer, which today is this Say Sun Glow primer. It's like this dark bronze glow serum that's really popular. And look how it looks on dark skin. I wish the lighting in here was better. I cannot tell what the lighting looks like, so I really apologize if the lighting comes out bad. I just got these new studio lights and I'm still trying to figure out how they work and everything, and I don't think I'm doing it right. I think that's better. Okay, this question reads, general advice for girls in their late teens. You know what? I actually have to make I want to bring my podcast back, and I wrote down a bunch of ideas I actually had for women. I don't know if it's this notebook. Yes, it actually is, because I had a podcast and I want to start it back up, and one of the videos I want to make is like how you're going to be your better self in 2025, because these are tips I've actually used, and I am a better woman, I would say, where I am. Honestly, I think you should constantly be doing audits of your life, and by that I mean just be completely checked in and in tune with yourself. Always have mental check-ins with yourself and physical check-ins. Do I feel well? Wow, I haven't been feeling well lately because of something. Let me get to the bottom of that. Or why have I been getting more headaches than usual lately? Let me get to the bottom of that. Why do I feel this type of way suddenly around this person? I don't want this feeling to build up. Let me get to the bottom of that. I would say one of the things in your life, especially as a young girl, try your hardest to get to the bottom of things that you can control. You can control so much in your life, and we hang up as people on things that we can't control or like we try to control things that we can't control to avoid the things that we can control in our life, because usually the things that we can control in our life are a lot harder to deal with. But the truth is you can control it. So you should constantly be doing audits of your life and just trying to figure out like what's going on, am I happy, what's happening, because doing audits of my life just makes me so much happier. And honestly, they hurt sometimes, especially like things as little as like, okay, I need new clothes, but I have no money. What can I do to up my money this month? Or what corners can I cut for this? Or can I make extra money doing that? Little things like that. And I know it sounds so simple. It's not. It's, you know, it's not going to be a long video, so I have to give you the short version to things. But a lot of things that we want are right in front of us, but we're too scared to deal with them. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. But it's so true. I haven't used a color corrector in so long, but this e.l.f. one, oh my gosh. Do you guys see how amazing that is? And it was only $6 when I bought it. Like, I need to get back into color corrector because my face looks close to clear right now just because of that product. This is in the shade, because there's different shades. Orange. It's just orange, but it's very beautiful. And another thing I always say to young women, do not take criticism from someone you wouldn't go to for advice. It sounds so simple, but it is so true, you guys. I can't tell you how true it is. There are so many people who are so unhappy with their life, and I think it's okay when somebody is telling you something they've done in their past life that they recommend for others not to do, especially on like their own social media account, or like this is a close person to you. So in that case, you would take advice from them because they're close to you. But sometimes there are family members who aren't really, their opinion isn't really wanted, and they're giving you their very cold reality on life that doesn't have to be your reality. Sometimes things are reality, I'm not gonna lie. But you can choose what your reality is. It's as simple as that. Don't let people tell you can't do simple things like cheerleading, joining a club, going to another country that might seem out of the way, doing what you want with things like your wedding, with your life, how you choose to facilitate those that are in your life, the expectations you have for men around you. Like, don't let people tell you what is right in front of you. And that's why it's really important in this day and age when there's so many people to only take advice from the right people. You can't take advice from everyone because everyone has such different experiences. So you have to pick people in your life that matter to you. And if they can give you advice, then you also can't be mad when they give you genuine criticism, and especially constructive criticism. That is something for young women. It is so hard, even for me. Like, I'm still navigating my life. I'm still trying to figure out, things scare me. I'm like, what is this gonna look like? What is that gonna look like? Even with the TikTok ban, I'm like, wow, like I was so excited to graduate college because I'm graduating this year and finally start doing content creation full time, not school and content creation. I was finally excited to look at one thing, but not everything has to be definite. Not every fate is set in stone. I also have learned not to worry because truthfully, God has always gotten me. God always got me. I don't know who you believe in. I'm not shoving anything down your throat. Trust me, believe me, OB. but I really do believe that worrying does nothing for me at this point in my life. It doesn't. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And especially because I work very hard for what I want. So if I want something and I'm working hard for it, that's all I can really do, work hard for it and want it. Self-care in the winter is very simple. I use this all year round, but in the shower, I use Dial body soap. So I use a soap first before I use the body wash. I use the Dial body wash. The Dial is pretty great. Like honestly, some nights I just don't even feel like going in with my body wash because I want to get out of the shower. But oh, that foundation was the Dior Stick Foundation in the shade 7N. I just got it. I really like it. It's like skin. I actually want to try going in on my hand first with the contour because I see people doing that. I'm like, okay, what's tea? Is that something I want to be doing? Doesn't pick up any product. It's better for me to just go in. The Dial soap, and then I go in with a body wash. Any body wash works. I'm using the Shea Moisture African soap one right now. And then I go in, sometimes I go in with a scrub. That's actually not really mandatory for me. I usually do it on my self-care days, which is, even if I do go on my self-care days, like I don't really care if I go in with it or not. Dial bar soap, Shea Moisture, I use the African Net, and then I use the African soap body wash from Shea Moisture. Out of the shower, I use a thick moisturizer. So these days it's been the Palmer's Cocoa Butter, the Aveeno, or the Aveeno. I love the Neutrogena, not the Neutrogena, I do like that one, but I like the Nivea one. It's like this blue bottle. I actually really like that one. And then argan oil. Everything is stopped. At the end of the day, I'm going to sleep with argan oil up and down my ass in the crack. Very TMI, but so true. Argan oil. This is the Patrick Talk contour, but don't worry guys, I'm gonna list all the products down below. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I need to be up for my girls. I'm like not tired, but I'm feeling tired, so I need to chill. Social justice, the current state of it and how you think influencers should address it. I find it very hard to believe that a lot of influencers don't care this much. Like, I was like, wow, I really am black. Especially because I'm mostly talking about the white ones. I was like, oh my God, they literally do not have to care. And it's a really hard, it's not a hard pill to swallow, but I'm like, it kind of is a hard pill to swallow. I'm like, oh my gosh, you literally don't have to care. Wow. That is actually so crazy. That is so crazy. I'm using my blush that I use every single day, which is the Pat McGrath one in Forbidden Fleur. Look at this. I should sit closer. It is so beautiful, and I just put it high up on my cheek. It's so gorgeous. I'm like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck, man? Man, what the fuck? It's so gorgeous. Yeah, so influencers, especially with what was the devastation that is still currently happening in Palestine. Like, yeah, what was happening in Gaza, and just like what happens, like they speak up when it happens to a very overarching class. For example, women. Like, so when it's women, they stand up for women, but when it's people of color, they don't stand up for people of color. A lot of them address it. I don't care. I'm gonna be honest, I don't care. As a black woman, I just can't pretend to keep caring about who doesn't care about us. I don't care. Like, I'm sorry, even when the election happened, I wasn't shocked that like I was, but I wasn't. I was like, the thing is, I feel like a lot of people thought that Kamala had it in the bag, but I don't live online. I live in the real world, and in the real world, a lot of people fucking love that man. A lot of people love that man. And I just feel like if you're chronically online, where you get to, this is Say in the Shade, Dreamy. I love this shade so much. When you're in the real world and you get to create the algorithm, especially on TikTok and just like your socials, they're showing you what you want to see, which you want to see content of Kamala's chances winning, because chances are you want Kamala to win. So of course you're only gonna see like this content of like Kamala winning. I get like the polls and like what people were saying. I'm very numb to the way that society treats black women, so much so that I just wasn't even like, I was like, okay, okay, all right, like it, like that's a wrap, guys. They just told us what they think. Now what do we do now? Like I didn't even care, and I don't care. So basically how other influencers react to not even react, but don't react to situations, I don't care, especially when they're white, I don't care. They're going to do what they want to do, and the only thing I can do about that is think about it. Like truthfully, the only thing I can do about that is think about it. I can't do anything more than just think about it and think about life. Okay, for concealer, we're gonna go in with the Tower 28 ones. I don't even know what this shade is, but it's the darker shade. These ones are they're called the serum concealers, and let me tell you, I've had it for a year, still not run out, and I use it quite a bit. And they're so creamy under the eye. It's insane, you guys. It's so creamy under the eye. So, so, so beautiful. I'll try to find the shade, but I literally cannot find the shade for this one. How do you afford to live in New York? Truthfully, I just do influencing, which is a great job. I don't make a lot of money from it, but the money I do make is just enough, and I'm so grateful for it. As of right now, they might be taking away my biggest platform, which is kind of like a yes at this point. So I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. But I don't know. Probably move back in with my parents. I'm not really sure yet, or like get a nannying job. But I don't know. I really owe everything to content creation. Being myself, getting to work hard in content in that way has been such a privilege and such a blessing, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy and so grateful to God that this is the way that my life turned out, because I never could have imagined when I graduated high school, this is the direction my life would turn out in. And I'm just so grateful for all of it. And you guys and the people watching, I just never in a million years thought that this could be something that I was worthy of, or that I deserved, or that I was like, I had the power to wield, because, you know, I don't think I'm cooler than people because I have a platform. But it takes a certain level of person to do that, and I recognize that the people made me that person, and I'm so grateful for it. So simple as this, I just have a great job as of the moment. How to maintain friends in your 20s? You know what? That's actually a really funny question, because I just saw this video of this girl. Her name was, what was her name? Bria. Her name was Bria, and she's 30, very gorgeous, beautiful Black woman. And she is in the bathroom crying. She's in the bathroom crying. Why is she crying, you guys? She is crying because she is pregnant and she's having a baby shower, and 4 of her friends, not family members, 4 of her friends texted her the morning of, or called her an hour before the baby shower and said, oh, by the way, like, I can't come. And just like, people were talking about, I thought that was valid discourse, because people were talking about how social constructs are completely out the door. This is your friend's baby shower. This is your friend's baby shower. I understand legitimate excuses. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have been telling us if it wasn't like a legitimate good excuse, but people just cancel. People buy all of these things. People set all of these plans. People tell other friends, oh, by the way, this is what I'm doing this day. So no, I'm actually giving my time to this friend, or else I would have hung out with you. And then people just cancel. So the best way to maintain, and I'm like, here's the thing. Believe me, Obi, my friends and I, especially the ones that I had back in Massachusetts, we don't hang out every day, not even close. But what we do is we text every day, and we keep up with each other every other day, not even on the phone. Some of us on the phone, but mostly text. And we come up with like 2 good times a month where we can hang out. 2 good times. That's all we need. 2 times a month where no one gets to bail, and usually it works out great. So best way to maintain friends in your 20s is to have good friends. I'm sorry, I understand. I get it. I get people are busy, but if you're making, you know what pisses me off the most? When I have active plans with a friend and they're not texting back. Like, we are hanging out in 2 hours and you're not at work, and I'm asking you, oh, by the way, what is the detailing for this? And they don't text me back right there and then. And I'm like, okay, maybe they'll text in 30 minutes. Well, I'm like, you're taking like a good hour and a half to text. I have a friend that texts and then takes a nap. She has every right to take a nap. It's really not about her. I just get so like, oh, wake up. Literally wake up. I just asked you a fucking question about our plans in 3 hours. Hello? This is not a joke. This is not a joke. Be serious. Be serious. So, truthfully, keep up with your friends. And if you guys are busy people, number one, congratulations. It's actually a privilege to be busy. And a lot of people think that like, oh, you're just mad that I'm busy. I'm like, no, I'm not mad that you're busy. I'm mad that when you do have time, and ample of it too, you choose to cancel, or you choose not to try to make plans, or I'm always the one that has to reach out. There has to, I don't know. You just have to hang out with them and be around them. And if they're not making active plans to be around you, I'm telling you right now, those aren't your friends. I'm telling you, those are not your friends. Those are people who enjoy people depending on them in a social sense. Not like, oh, I need money, but like, this person needs to hang out with me, so fine. Maybe I'll like grace them with my presence today. No. That's funny. Sometimes like I have this one friend, like genuinely, she's like that, except it's an actual joke. And we've been friends since we were 8 years old. And when we are together, it's like time stops. So I don't know, y'all. Have some discernment. Have some discernment. Discernment is one of the best things I've ever encountered in my life. I'm gonna use this shade from Too Faced Born This Way. It's in the shade Cookie. Ooh, that's a lot. But it's this bright shade. How to always have a good night out. Go with friends. Go out with friends that you genuinely like. Nothing is more interesting than going out with someone you don't like with alcohol in your system. It's so interesting. Go out with friends and have money. Also, you don't always have to go out with the intention. I always say this, whenever people ask me what am I looking for when I go out, like when I'm with friends, they're like, okay guys, what are our goals for tonight? Truthfully, a good makeout session and music. But I would choose good music any night over a good makeout session, because you know, in some states, y'all, people literally don't know what music is, and it's so funny. I'm like, how do you not know what music is? Do you see how brightening that is? It is just so brightening. You know what? I'll put it on my lid too, because it's like migrating up there, so I'll put it on my lid. And a tip I learned recently is it's not about the club, it's about the DJ. So if there was a DJ you liked at a club, get that DJ's information on Instagram. They always have Instagrams. And then let them announce where they're gonna perform and plan. Follow the DJs, not the club. Follow the DJs, not the club. Sometimes in the club, we are not all fan, because the music they be playing sometimes in Boston is an abomination to society. And I'm like, you cannot keep getting away with this. You just can't. It's rude and it's disrespectful to play this type of music in a place where we are supposed to dance. It's rude. Okay, how are you able to separate your opinion of yourself from your parents? So if you're new here, hi, hello. Hi, my name is Fantasy. I graduated high school 5 years ago, and then I downloaded the app TikTok, and then I started posting on it, and now it's my job. Along with other social medias like YouTube and Instagram, I'm a full-time content creator as of right now, and I love it. I love being a full-time content creator because I'm someone that is very, very not only creative, but I love connecting with others in a way that is pure and genuine. And so that's why this job was amazing for me, and I love opportunities, and this job provides a lot of opportunities for me. Not where I'd like it to be in life just yet, but enough where I'm grateful. But another thing, if you don't know, is my parents, they are Haitian, and you know, they provided a roof over my head. They, you know, would buy me gifts here and there. We didn't grow up with a lot, but they did try their hardest. They put me through school. I had clothes on my back. I had food on the table. What I did not have was emotional support. My camera literally went out. But under my eye, I'm gonna go in with Patrick Starr's Sweet Honey. I think this is gonna be like a really good press powder shade. So I'm pressing that into my skin. I wanna take the most flawless pictures today. But so yeah, basically my parents, they did everything they could for me physically, but I do think there was some lacking, and like this is a lot of people's story. There was a lack in the department, emotional department, which honestly, trust me, is doing irreparable damage in my dating life, but that's another story for another time. I'm seriously at the point where I think I'm gonna stay single because it's just a little bit easier for me right now. But I would say the question is, how did I separate my opinion from myself? You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a lot of work, you guys. It has been a lot of work. I feel like I used to have no self-worth. And truthfully, what helped me was social media. Not only you guys encouraging me to keep posting, but social media allowed me to do something that my parents didn't know about. I do lots of things my parents don't know about, but nothing important. nothing that is whatever. Social media allowed me to figure out an opinion outside of myself. And I'm so grateful for that every single day. And it's not really my mom either. Like sometimes it is, like, I don't know. Like she just worries a lot, but my dad, I don't even know what's going on with him. Like I don't really care. I love him. I do love my family, but I'm like, I don't deserve it. And I did at a point have to be like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna put my foot down because this is rude. This is really rude, and it's weird that you're treating me this way when I've done nothing wrong. Like I would genuinely, you would think I'm a criminal the way they talk about me and treat me. Sometimes I'm like, I don't deserve this. I get that I'm not doing things the way that you guys would have typically done them, but that doesn't mean I'm doing anything bad, and that doesn't mean I'm doing anything illegal. And also like I'm making just enough money to where I am happy and I am successful and I am building on my future life. And also my parents expect so much of me, but I have my own expectations for myself. I have my own expectations for myself. I have my own life plan, what they have for me. Like, and the thing is, I would be more than willing to work with them like other kids work with their parents for their life plans if they were actually listening to me when I was talking. But they don't listen to me when I talk. It's just like my way or the highway. I'm like, that's not how life works, because I have to get a tissue. Yeah, and that's just not how life works, because I'm allowed to have a life, and that needs to be respected. I can have a life and that can be respected. I don't think it's just one way or the highway, and that's how my parents are. It's just like, it's my way or the highway, and I'm like, that's not how life works. And as soon as I realized they weren't interested in listening to me about how I actually want my life to work, that was really easy for me to form an opinion about myself. Plus, I'm very intuitive and aware now, especially with therapy, good friends, and people around me. Like, this is just the way some parents are. It's nothing you can, like, I cannot do anything about it. I cannot change them. What I can change is my future and what I want for myself. It's as simple as that. You just have to form your own opinion about yourself. And it's gonna be hard, but you also have to not care when they're saying negative things about you and positive things about you. I don't, like, truthfully, I don't care when my dad is proud of me. I don't, because it's just, first of all, he's a very hard person to please. Second of all, I don't care. Like, it's not normal to be this hard to please around your own kid. I understand always wanting your kid to do better, but this whole like macho, I don't have to show you anything until you really please me. Like, no, I was taught, and they raised me like this, so it's very interesting. I was raised to be grateful and happy for the little things. So when I have my little successes, when I have my little wins, and when I have my big wins, I'm going to be happy. It's as simple as I'm proud of myself no matter what. That's how I changed my opinion about myself. I am proud of myself no matter what, without anyone's opinion. Because I am simply existing, and I am finally on earth, and I'm finally in a place where I can say that I am truly happy. And I am only 23 years old. Not everybody gets to say that at my age, that I am happy. Right now, I am happy. I wake up and I am happy. The people around me make me happy. The food around me makes me happy. I'm just happy. And I just feel like, especially with my father, like, he can be such a bitter person, and that's not my strife to deal with. I think it's also about like spending time and taking care of yourself. I'm a very alone person. I hang out with people all the time, but I love me some alone time, and it's dangerous, girl. I love me some alone time. I love walking around alone. I love being alone. I love going to the coffee shop alone. I love being the mysterious girl at a party alone. It's fun. I'm gonna use the Fenty bronzer. I love this one so much. In Mocha Mommy. Okay, let's get some more questions in. Friendship breakups. Oh, that's so sad. Honestly, this girl said she's going through it. I remember my first friendship breakup, but it was actually extra hard because it was with like a whole group of friends. Like, they all stayed friends, but I left. I was like, you guys are like horrible, actually. It's hard, girl. It's hard. I understand. And anybody who says, like, a friendship breakup should honestly be just as hard as a breakup, because that is still a connection with a person that may not be able to be recreated, truthfully. But first of all, with a friendship breakup, think about why it ended. Did it end because neither of you guys talked? Did it end because one of you guys decided it was time for you to leave? Was it mutual? I think knowing the situation makes it a lot easier and a lot better to navigate, because if you think that some reconciliation could be done, reach out. Truthfully, reach out. That way you can say you never tried, explain your side of things. But all I would say is healing is, I'm not even like that big of a healing guru in the way that I know how to heal, but it's like, you know, when it's time for me to heal, like I'll do it, but like I don't even have like the best tips. But give yourself time, grace, and talk about it with the people around you who, like, except if you have a friend outside of that friend, because you don't probably want to talk about it with people, whatever, talk about it. It's therapy is important. Talking about things is important. I really do believe talking things out. We have a lot of pent up feelings, and it's very important to like get it out there and just be like, okay, where are we? What are we thinking about this situation? It's a little scary right now. So talk about it is like my biggest tip. What's it like to be a regular girl and then having money? Honestly, I don't know how much money y'all think I have. It's not a lot. It's, when I say good money, I just mean it's enough money for me to pay my rent and my groceries. And honestly, in this economy, that's amazing money, but I can't like really treat myself. I can, of course, like since I don't have kids and like a lot more bills, I'm able to like go out, go to the movies, but I try to Uber as much as possible. I get my groceries like at a Spanish food market, which is super duper cheap. So I'm grateful for little things like that. Honestly, like I've always been a generous person, so if anything with like money, like whatever my friends are like, oh, I can't go out, I didn't get paid yet, or like I just don't have money right now, I'm like, no, I don't care, that's not an excuse, like you're going out, it's on me. So if anything, I just cover my friends a lot more, and I don't care because they're the best people ever in my life. And I'm like, no, because I genuinely know their situation, and I was not there, and I was there just like 2 years ago. Like they were covering me like literally just 2 years ago. So I'm like, they were the ones being like, no, I don't care, we're going out, that's not an excuse. And I'm like, okay, period, let's go. So if anything, money just made me more, like I could just afford more that I've wanted to, like clothes, and it goes in, and it's all worth it because it goes into my content creation, like whatever I buy, and I can travel a lot more and see my friends. I'm just grateful, honestly. Very grateful. I'm like just putting some like, I'm putting like this brown powder on my lid. Is it hard to get into content creation? How do I get out of my head? Okay, so honestly, it wasn't hard for me because I was like, I started off doing jokes, and so that's how I built my following, just like being funny, honestly. And then I made a natural transition into other parts of my life, like lifestyle, talking, rants, and that was never hard because I'm not afraid to be seen. I was never afraid to be seen or put myself out there. I was aware people were sending my videos to high school group chats, and I don't care. Like I literally did not give a fuck because I knew it will all pay off, and I knew I had what it took, and I did have what it took. So yeah, suck it. Honestly, people saying they want to get into it, it depends. Like you know, I was saying this to my mutuals the other day on like a friends only. I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I don't have advice for these new age content creators, because these new age content creators, I would say, are very ungrateful. Very ungrateful. Y'all, you do not put out one video that was sucking ass, no lighting, no idea, recycled idea, boring, no baby crying in the background. It's just not fun. It's just not funny. There's nothing that anybody could connect to here, or it just follows an idea already somebody already did, and then you're expecting 1 million likes. Like I didn't, even when I did put out good content, I barely got likes. But then I was like, maybe it's not good content. Maybe it's content I have to change. And I did change my content, and I changed it, and I changed it, and I changed it until I got to somewhere I'm like, okay, the rant's not doing well today, let's do this. Okay, this video doesn't resonate with people, let's delete it and do another one. That's not reaching people. Okay, I was trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. These new age content creators, man, I don't know what y'all want. I think they see that influencers are big, but they forgot how influencers got there. I think that's what it is. And I can't help with that. I really cannot help with that, because I'm like, the fuck? What do you mean you're barely posting and you're expecting like 100,000 followers off the bat? The hell is that? I will say a tip I saw 3 years ago that helped so much. I saw this tip 3 years ago and it helped. No, 4 years ago. Whenever I first downloaded the app. Saw this in my first year of scrolling on TikTok. Create content that you would watch. And it sounds so simple, but like I was literally looking back at my old videos at the time when I probably only had like 50 videos up, and I'm like, these are boring. I'm bored. I wouldn't watch this either. And I don't remember exactly what I did, but I used that quote to my advantage. I was like, okay, well, what do I want to see? What would be funny to me? What are people here to watch? Like, things like that. Like, do a little, yeah. About getting out of your head, I truly never even had to get out of my head because I knew it was all going to be worth it, and it was. So I would say about getting out of your head, you need to figure out why you're in your head. Sometimes I can't give every answer, and truthfully, I don't know why you're in your head. A lot of people are in their heads for different reasons. Some people are scared to post because they think their family and friends are going to see. Some people are scared to post because they're scared that the message they're trying to put out there won't be conveyed well. You need to figure out, what is it that I'm so scared of posting and why? Is it bad content? Is it inherently bad content that I should be worried about? No? Okay, let's figure it out. I've always been, someone said how to be a young woman in college and how to do adjust to living with it. Honestly, I'm just existing. I'm not saying that I'm just like, there's no tutorial for being a woman in college. Truthfully, just be yourself, be that girl. It's as simple as that. I'm gonna use this blush that's broken. Literally so gross. How did I adjust to living alone? I actually lived alone in Boston last year for a few months until I hated that apartment. I had to leave because it was so bad. I'm not gonna get into it because it was like so traumatic. But truthfully, I've always been an alone person. A lot of these questions I find that people are asking me, like, I'm naturally that type of person. So sometimes it's a little bit harder for me to give advice because I'm like, if you're naturally that type of person, you know what I mean? But with living alone, I love living alone. I love being by myself with my own thoughts. I think, and you know what? I genuinely think I'm a smarter person, not than other people. Just like, I am constantly leveling up to be a smarter person because I'm not afraid to be alone with my own thoughts. And I love to hear the sound of my thoughts, and I love to slow my thoughts down and be like, okay, what are you thinking? Why are you thinking that? Why do you think that is? Let's Google it. Okay, that's a good idea. How can I implement this idea into my life? Like, I love thinking time, and I currently live with 2 roommates, but when we break the lease, I'm definitely probably gonna live by myself or move back to Massachusetts. Depends like what goes on with life and what job I find in New York City, if I'm looking for a job, or if I'm doing content creation along with a job, or if I'm just solely doing content creation. Truthfully, I don't know what my life looks like in 6 months. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I look put together, kind of. I live in the present, and that's what makes me happy. I don't live in the future. If I lived in the future, I'd be in shambles right now. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I'm not gonna be on the streets, and I guess that's what really matters. Being alone is fun. Also, if you guys have trouble being alone, make it a date night. Especially if you live by yourself, make it a date night. Order your favorite taken, put on a good movie that people are talking about from your favorite genre, or put on a good show. You know, have coloring books out in front of you. Like, the adult ones are so fun. I need to order a new one. Have coloring books out in front of you with really great markers, great takeout, or cook. Have a cooking night. I love a good cooking night. I love doing things for myself because I deserve it. So I'm like, just treat yourself. Go out. This is what I do sometimes. Get a massage, come back in, and treat yourself. Be alone, y'all. Be alone. It is so fun. And honestly, the thing is, when you learn to be alone, especially, like, I saw a question that I didn't get to yet. It's like how to decenter men, but that is a little bit of foreshadowing, because when you know how to be alone, trust me, no man can bother you. No man can bother, because you know what you can offer yourself, and that's what thinking and sitting down does for you. Knowing what you can do for yourself, it's fun. I just finished patting in the bake. I'm gonna go in with bronzer a little bit more though, because we could deepen her up. So the next question is how to decenter men. Honestly, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I'm constantly thinking about being in a relationship or whatever, but you wouldn't know because there's so many other things that occupy my life. I mean, I've shared it online. I'm like, yeah, no, I think about being in a relationship a lot, but I'm never going to jeopardize my sanity for Dusty Rusty. Like, I always say, me and a lot of you, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate, we could be in relationships right now. I can most definitely be in a relationship right now. It just wouldn't be a good one. It wouldn't be a good one. I could be in a relationship right now, but it wouldn't be a good one. And it wouldn't be with someone that I think is meant to be in my life. So that's what helps me decenter men. And I'm like, also I have things going on in my life. I'm constantly busy, from just like content creating for YouTube, for TikTok, for Insta. I'm always getting dinner and movies with my friends. I'm always treating myself. I'm always cleaning my room. I'm always doing homework. I'm in acting classes, so I'm constantly memorizing my lines. Like every single week I have something new to memorize. And trust me, whatever, I plan trips with me and my friends. Like honestly, we try to do something every other month or monthly, but these days, because I'm back in school, it's every other month. I have something going on. I got businesses. Tokyo's trucking company, bitch. I got businesses. Like I don't need it, but I do get attention from men quite often from just like leaving my house, and it is what it is. Like sometimes the little flirting gets me back. It doesn't gets me by, like the little flirting. It doesn't happen every day, but it's fun. It's fun. I'm doing a little, I used to do like highlighter inner corner, and I'm like bringing it back. Also, I'm just at this age where like I know how horrible men are. Like I know, like you have to go through it to realize that they really are, a lot of them are horrible people and they don't deserve your time. And I don't believe in chasing men. I'm not doing it. It's just, first of all, I really do believe if he wants you, he's gonna come get you. And so if he doesn't want you and he hasn't come to get you yet, it's because the one hasn't come along yet. The one hasn't, I know, the one has not come yet. Think about it like this. Maybe he's still in a different country. Maybe he's getting approved for his visa. Maybe he hasn't moved here yet because he didn't get his like job offer. I don't know, like y'all, I don't even know. I don't care. I just need a good makeout session every few months and I'm fine. Like I deleted the dating apps in the middle of December because I genuinely have had just like, not a bad experience of dating, but I've had experiences that I'm just like, I don't deserve this. I don't care, like I don't deserve that. And so whatever, I've never dated anyone, and honestly that helps a lot with not becoming attached to new men, because I'm like, I don't need to be attached to you. Like I do get attached, but I always know when to pull myself away, so it doesn't hurt too much, because I'm like, yeah, I don't think you're gonna serve me, and I'm already starting to get attached to whatever like inconsistency you're giving me, so it's time for me to go. I guess I gotta go. I guess it's time to go. How's this look? If I put it here, I'm gonna move it. Yeah, we're gonna move it to here. I think that's a little bit better. Yeah. Spray. Take yourself out, date yourself. The thing is, turns out like a lot of women who have not decentered men actually have so many unfulfilled areas of your life. Like, what does your self-care routine look like? What does your breakfast look like? What does your job look like? What does your resume look like? There's so many things in your life that could be small projects right now. Maybe you don't have a resume that you should have right now. Maybe like, for example, me, one of my hobbies that I want to pursue this year, and I even took a class for college my last semester just so I could help pursue it more. I want to write a screenplay for a show that I think would be super cool that I could sell in a few years. So I'm gonna work on the pilot this year, and that's so interesting. Like there's so many things you can do, y'all. Trust me, that man's not thinking about you, and I've learned that the hard way. The man's not thinking about you. And honestly, if you like have done everything and you still can't decenter men, first of all, I feel you. I feel like I've been through that. I feel like if that's the case, sometimes you really can fill it with other things in your life, but if that's the case, then it turns out maybe you just need to be sick and tired of men. You just need to be sick and tired. Maybe you just need to fuck up. You just need to fuck with so many men that one day it's like, okay, because sometimes like truthfully you cannot tell people what to do. You really can't, because people just won't listen until they learn the lesson for themselves. And again, that's something I've learned myself. Okay, dealing with immigrant parents, don't deal with them. Do not deal with them. Don't deal with them. Set firm boundaries. It's going to be hard in the way that they're going to gaslight you into thinking you're doing something wrong. They're going to pull everything in the book. They're like, I don't get it. I gave birth to you. I gave this. First of all, you can forgive them. They're forgiving you, but you don't have to say this to their face, but you can forgive them and do what you gotta do. I know it doesn't seem this way, but sometimes you have to be the adult in the relationship. And that's you being the adult in the relationship. Simple as ABC 1, 2, 3, y'all. Sometimes you have got to be that adult. I'm looking for my lash curler. You're going to be okay, honestly. It's going to be hard in the way that like, I don't know, but you have to remember how quickly to mean they can get. Whenever my parents were doing that big ass, no, don't go, we care so much for you, I was like, like, not to bring up the past, but, and I don't say this to them because you don't have to talk to brick walls. It's as simple as that. You don't have to talk to brick walls. You don't. You weren't acting that way the other day when I told you if you could mind my feelings and you didn't. You have to protect yourself because you're the one that's going to get you to where you are in life. And I'm sure your parents will come along. Give them space, give them time. Girl, they will come along. They won't hate you forever. They're going to come up with whatever narrative they need to come up with to get you to stay, to make them feel better about themselves. Because honestly, I know a lot of people say, well, deep down inside, they know what they've done to you. I think a lot of them actually don't. A lot of them don't realize what they're doing is sometimes illegal. Okay, that's so dramatic. But yeah, a lot of parents don't realize that their doings, it's just, it can't fly anymore. It can't fly anymore. But listen, I always say this with all relationships, not just romantic, friendship, parent, familial. Love will never be enough in a relationship. It also needs respect. And a lot of people have this warped sense of reality that, well, when you love someone, doesn't respect come with it? It should. It should. And I feel like if you truly love someone, respect will come with it. But a lot of people, they just have to love you, like parents, mostly parents, familial. So they forget that that respect doesn't come along with it. So that's like something they're like, okay, well, I'll give you love automatically because I'm a good person, but you need to earn my respect. And it's like, no, if you gave birth to me, if you're my family, if you're my friend, the minute you took me into your life, why are you giving people on the street basic decency and manners, but you're not giving that to your own daughter, your own niece, your own this, your own that? And that's why, like, I don't tolerate it. That's why I'm like, to women who are in toxic relationships, I was like, he loves you, but like, at what cost? At the cost of your respect. So yeah, your parents love you, you can recognize that, but do they respect you? Chances are, with my own parents, they just started respecting me. They just started respecting me because I had to move out. I had to move out. I had to start paying for my own phone bill. Yeah, sister, in a lot of cases, this is not meant to say like love is dead, because I don't even believe that. I don't believe that for a second. I believe I'm gonna have like a love story that is so epic, it is told for years to come, and everybody will take example after me. Because one thing about it is I'm an awesome person. I'm amazing. I'm great. Like, I'm genuinely such a sweet, nice, caring, giving person. I know it's like, and that's something I've learned from being alone with myself, and that other people have told me, like, I know who I am. And because of that, other people can't tell me who I am. So if you know who you are, it's a lot easier to move out. Trust me. And this comes, y'all always like, how do you have this mindset? Like, it's so easy if you just take time to understand who you are and give yourself a chance. So many people count themselves out automatically and depend on others. I'm like, you don't have to do that. You can also get to know yourself, by the way. Did you know that? Did you know you get to know who you are? Okay. Anyways, yeah, all this to say, love is very important, obviously. That's the foundation of most relationships. But let me tell you something. When you're at work, you should always want respect more. And I think when I'm in a relationship, respect is very, 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 very important to me. Not just for the way that he treats me. Because when a man respects you, he treats you better. For example, at the end of a long day, he sees that you've worked hard. He sees that you just like grinded ass at your cashier job, or if you're a doctor, if you're a nurse, if you're a teacher, if you're a construction worker, he sees that you just grinded your butt off. Oh my gosh, okay, I love this woman so much. Oh my God, look how much work she did. How can I make her life easier tonight? Let me make her a candlelit dinner and rub her back so she knows how much she's appreciated in this horrible economy. And so, like, he wouldn't do that for you if he just loves you. Do you see how many lazy men that are out there that are like, yeah, I love her? No, a lot of them love you, but they don't respect you, and that's the problem. And that's the problem with so many parents. I found is even with my own parents, like, yeah, they love me, but where's the respect? There was no respect. They saw me as nothing, and that was so much easier for me to move out. This is the best mascara ever. This is the Fenty mascara, hella thick. And then I go in with this like little fun tool. Where is she? I got this from the beauty supply store for like $2. You can probably find it. It's an eyelash separator. Because it can get clumpy. Comment down the best castor oils for lash growth because I need that bad. And then on my bottom lashes, I'm gonna put on, well actually I'm gonna put on a setting spray first. Oh, I have a brand new setting spray from One Size because my other one ran out, thank God. Amen. Okay, I really wanted to try something on my bottom lashes that I bought the other day. Where is it? It's this. One of my mutuals. She's great. Her name is Taylor. She's a makeup influencer, and she told me, she didn't tell me, but she made a video about how sometimes if you don't want to put, which I do want to do this, but I wanted to try this too. If you don't want to put black mascara on your bottom lashes, try a burgundy one, and this is the one that she used. So I was like, okay, it's at the drugstore, so I bought it the other day. Let me answer a few more questions if I can. Finding my personal style as you become older. I love your outfits. Truthfully, I'm the most trendiest person ever. I have no shame in saying like, whatever is trending, that's what I'm wearing. Oh, we're wearing trash bags? Okay. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't buy every new thing. Like, some of these trends are dumb as fuck, but a lot of things that I see on my Pinterest, I buy. Like, I go on my Pinterest and I search up 2025 winter outfits. Like, that's just the type of person I am. Or I go to the mall and I see what I like, or I see an outfit on TikTok and I'm like, I want that outfit, and putting that on my wish list. I'm a very basic girly when it comes to fashion. And truthfully, like, I have to be honest, a lot of people will say like, oh, they like my style. I think that like it's because I'm skinny, because the things I am wearing is not at all revolutionary. Like, don't get me wrong, I like my outfits. I like them, but I'm like, they're not revolutionary. I think it's just because I'm thin. Like, a lot of like, I'm getting away with a lot because I'm thin. Like, I think it's fitting to my body, but I'm not taking any risks. And honestly, that is my goal for 2025, taking more fashion risks and trying more things in fashion, because I actually do want to get to a point where people can say that. But you know, my clothes are a lot of money, so I am grateful. Okay, I don't really, let's see what the girls are talking about with this. Cool girl hobbies. I'm thinking about crocheting or knitting, because there's two things to both. With the crocheting, the shit comes out chunkier than I'd like it to. With the knitting, I haven't tried either, but this is just like what I see. With the knitting, it's just like a lot more tedious. Crocheting is easier to do, but the knit look is like something I want to achieve. Acting classes is pretty fun. I love doing that. Something I've been doing is I want to read more, but I was thinking, I'm like, okay, I don't understand. Like, in the morning, I do so much maintenance in the morning, like from laundry to folding to cleaning and whatever in the morning before I start my day. I don't know how I can read while doing that, because obviously like, how am I holding a book and doing my stuff like this, whatever. Then I was thinking about how I used to listen to audiobooks falling asleep as a child. Like, I used to listen to like Judy B. Jones, Jack and the Magic Treehouse, Percy Jackson, Dork Diaries. Like, I used to listen to all those, and I was like, let me get into audiobooks as an adult. So that's been really great, y'all, putting on an audiobook while I'm doing my stuff, because I'm following along with the story. Especially like, pick a genre you really like. I don't know what it is. I've always been a murder mystery girl. I'm a murder mystery girl through and through. I love me a murder mystery. Has always and will always be my favorite. Okay, I have to wrap this up in like the next 10 minutes. So let me put on my eyeliner. Y'all, because it's time to wrap this up. But get into audiobooks because it's the easiest, and I just do the Amazon audio. Just did some eyeliner. Dating as a Haitian girl, it doesn't really mean anything to me. I don't think like it's different, because I will say I don't see myself marrying a Haitian guy ever. Literally don't see it. He's gonna have to be like 17th grandchild, like once removed. Fuck no. Traditional wife, I don't care what people do. I don't care. Like, be a traditional wife. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I think that's like, do what you want to do. I was about to say that's cool, but I'm like, not too much before the girls get me. I think people can do what they want to do, and there's too much like opinion around what women choose to do. It's weird. Especially like, nobody had a problem with being a traditional wife until Nara Smith, a black woman, did it. I think that's like the big thing. Like, I get it. She voted for Trump, whatever. But like, The problem people have with her will always forever be that she is black, and I stand by that hill. It has nothing to do with like, well, now she's Republican. I was like, you guys hated her long before she was a Republican. I'm gonna clock that tea. Do what you want. I don't know if that's something I'm doing. I wouldn't mind it, but I just have to have my own career in life first, and I have to have money still of my own. But as of right now, at 23 years old, that's not what I see the trajectory of my life going in. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil in Chestnut. Love it. I always go in with a matte pink in the center. I love boho braids. Somebody asked me about popular hairstyles. It's always gonna be boho braids for me now. I used to just get regular braids, but I'm always gonna get boho braids with human hair. So cute. It's so cute. This girl says she's never been on a date. Honestly, go on a dating app. Why don't you try a dating app? I think like, yes, there is a lot of shit about dating apps that is so warranted. Like I deleted them, but it's because like I know like how horrible the men are on there. But you know, I've been on a few, like I've been on multiple dates on dating apps, and not all of them are bad. Truthfully, girly, a date is like getting to know a friend. All you should know is when you go on that date is he is trying to get your attention. Anyways, I'll be back with the final look. Okay, hi you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have to give like a quick outfit check because the Uber is literally outside, but this is my outfit. Very cute. I got this sweater from Oakenford. This jacket is from Motel Rocks. This scarf is literally from off the street. And then I just have my Depop boots and then some Urban Outfitter cargo green jeans. I'm going to an Urban Outfit. No, I'm going to a Blank Street event. And I'm so excited. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me this morning. I'm just really excited to get out there and just like get right back into it with content creation this year on YouTube. And yeah, welcome to my first video of the year. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I really have to go before I get charged. Love you guys so much. And if you have any more questions, I'd be happy to like give more in depth in the comments or even make a part 2 video. But yeah, I'm so excited to see what's gonna be happening on this channel this year. Bye you guys.